to consider all the reports from Dr. Yee. However, there was a report of the 23rd of August 2016 in which Dr. Yee indicated that he had taken an 18-month history of bilateral wrist pain. That led to some comment in the Section 74 notice, but he later corrected that to a 3-month history of bilateral wrist pain, and no issue was taken in respect of that at hearing, quite properly in my view. On that date, the 23rd of August 2016, he sent the worker to Dr. Smith, hand surgeon, for a second opinion as to the management of the worker's condition. In a new paragraph, in his report of the 10th of October 2016, Dr. Yee indicated that he'd reviewed the worker again that day. He noted that the first complaint about wrist pain had been made in the middle of 2016. He considered that on balance, the symptoms and problems of the worker were due to his current work, quote, which involves a significant amount of repetitive and heavy work, unquote. New paragraph, new heading, Dr. Smith, hand surgeon. Dr. Smith examined the worker on the 31st of August 2016 on referral from Dr. Yee. He diagnosed bilateral wrist pain, and bilateral arthrosis of both the CMC (carpo metacarpal) and STT joints. Dr. Smith recommended arthroscopies of both wrists. He observed, quote, it is highly unlikely he will be able to continue in his current employment with his wrists and thumbs in their present state. And even if he has a partial wrist fusion, with relief of pain, it is unlikely he'll be able to continue withstanding such loads, unquote. New paragraph, in his supplementary report of 1 December 2016 to the insurer, he explained, quote, he has bilateral wrist pain with thumb CMC and STT joint arthrosis, unquote. New paragraph, the insurer had asked him whether the aggravation of a pre-existing condition, that is, arthrosis of both wrists, had ceased, He answered in the following terms, paragraph, quote, the gist of what you are asking is if his work has stirred up discomfort in previously existing pathology, This is a complex question to answer medically, Probably his work has contributed to the causation of the arthrosis both in the thumb basal joint and the STT joint, His very heavy loading at work may equally have contributed to this becoming acutely symptomatic, This is part of the pathology that occurs with an arthritic joint, In terms of the exact causation of the increase in his symptoms, he could have had a fracture into a geode, that's Geode, synovitis, as part of overloading the bone-on bone, that's bone-on-bone, articulation, or formation of subchondral bone edema, Many times such symptoms will be slow to settle or fail to settle with conservative measures, It is not sufficient to say the work is unrelated to the problem if the symptoms are slow to settle, Sometimes the symptoms are slow to settle, and stating that a problem is no longer being aggravated because the patient has ceased the aggravating activity does not make sense to me, unquote. New paragraph. He observed later in his report